commerce is recognized as the backbone of an economy and pulse of a nation. It ignites and polishes creative skills, critical analysis, collaboration, and teamwork. We, the Department of Commerce at the Man School, where learning becomes passion, invites you to be a part of our little efforts in spreading awareness and building an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Hello everyone, my name is Arman and I am a commerce student at the Man School. All of us have been experiencing a very difficult situation for the past 8 months due to the COVID 19 pandemic. But our country has been more successful in combating this challenge than various Western nations. The main reason for this is our healthy diets and its food components. One such popular remedy for COVID 19 was homemade kada, but its effectiveness also depends upon the quality and the purity of its ingredients. So, as a consumer, we should be cautious about the quality of the ingredients before we purchase them. So, today I'll tell you about some tests with which you can test for adulteration in various products. To begin with, I'll tell you about a test with which you can check for the presence of sugar in honey. For this test, you need a glass of mild hot water and a tablespoon of honey that you want to test. Pure honey will not give off any color to the water and will just settle down at the bottom of the glass like shown here in the video. Now you know what happens when you pour pure honey into the water, but what about when the honey is adulterated and has sugar mixed in it? As you can see in the video, the adulterated honey will mix with the water and give it a yellow color. Black pepper is a spice which is used in everybody's home for a number of reasons. In fact, it is one of the main ingredients for the kada. But do you know, many producers mix papaya seeds in them? So next is the test in which I'll tell you how to check for adulteration in black pepper. As you can see in the video, the ones that are sinking at the bottom of the glass are the real black peppers and the ones floating at the top are papaya seeds. Red chili powder is a spice which is used in almost all of the food items that are prepared in our homes. So at test number 3 is the test for checking synthetic colors in red chili powder. Sprinkle pure red chili powder will not give off any color to the water. This was what happens when there is no color in the red chili powder, but on the other hand, this is what happens when the red chili powder has color mixed in it. If the red chili has synthetic colors mixed in it, it will immediately start giving a red color to the water and start mixing with it. Coconut oil is used in every household for a number of reasons, but are you sure that the coconut oil you use is as pure as you think and doesn't have other oils mixed in it? So at test number 4, I'll tell you how to test for adulteration in coconut oil. To check for adulteration in coconut oil, we just need to do a simple step. Put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Pure coconut oil will just solidify at the bottom of the glass like this. But if the coconut oil is adulterated and has other oils mixed in it, the other oils will just remain liquid at the top and the pure coconut oil will solidify at the bottom of the glass like this. Now you know how to check for adulteration in different items. But what can you do if the goods that you bought are adulterated? You should appeal to the consumer courts and file a case against the producer. In the Consumer Protection Act 1986, an exploited customer had to go to the court in the area of the producer to file a case against him. But this has been changed in the Consumer Protection Act 2019 for the convenience of the customer. Now, he doesn't need to go to the court in the area of the producer, but he can file a case in the court in his area where he lives. It is important that we take care of the quality of the products before we purchase them, as adulterated goods can have a bad impact on our health. So at last, I would just like to say that you should stay aware, stay safe and exercise your rights as an aware customer. Jago Grahak Jago. Thank you.
Greetings from the Man School. I Kali is gonna describe about credit creation function of commercial bank. We all know that bank is the safest place to keep money which is multiplied with years. We know that bank accept deposit and give interest. On the other hand, bank give loans and charge the higher interest. The difference of interest is the income of the bank. We hardly know the credit creation ability of bank from the deposited amount. Through this presentation, we have tried to explain the mechanism of credit creation by commercial banks. Now my friend Shubham will give you more information about it.
Thanks, Kali. As my friend Kali told that the deposit held by banks are used for giving loans. However, banks cannot use the whole of deposit for lending. Do you know why? It is because it is legally compulsory for the bank to keep a certain minimum fraction of their deposit as reserve. The fraction is called legal reserve ratio (LRR) and it is fixed by the central banks. Banks do not keep 100% reserve against the deposit. They keep reserve only to the extent indicated by central bank. It can be calculated by using formula credit creation equals to initial deposit into 1 upon LRR. Suppose initial deposit is 1000 and LRR is 20%. By putting value in the formula, we get to know that initial deposit will increase by 5000. This process can be better understood by making two assumptions. First, the entire commercial banking system is one unit and is termed as banks. Second, money that goes out of the bank is redeposited into the bank. Let us now understand the process of money creation through an example. Suppose initial deposit in bank is 1000 and LRR is 20%. It means that banks are required to keep only rupees 200 as cash reserve and are free to lend rupees 800. Suppose they lend rupees 800 and banks do not lend the money by giving amount in cash, rather they open the account in name of the borrower who are free to withdraw the amount whenever they like. Suppose borrower withdraw the entire amount of money rupees 800 for making payment as all the transactions are routed through the banks. The money spent by the borrower come back into the banks in the form of deposit account of those who have received the payment. It will increase the demand deposit of bank by 800. With new deposit of 800, banks keep 20% as cash reserve and lend the balance rupees 640, which again comes back into the bank, leading to a fresh deposit of rupees 640. The deposit keep on increasing in each round by 80% of the last round deposit. At the same time, cash reserves also go on increasing each time by 80% of the last reserve. Deposit creation comes back to end when the total cash reserve become equal to the initial deposit. As seen from the above example, banks are able to create total deposit of rupees 5000 with the initial deposit of just rupees 1000. It means total deposit become 5 times of the initial deposit. Thank you.
Greetings of the day. I am Ryan Manth, a student of Standard 6 from the Man School. Today I am going to present a Vedic maths trick. The trick is about multiplication with 1001. But how the questions are? The situation is that there should be only one multiplicand. But what is the multiplicand? The number which is to be multiplied is the multiplicand. Like the question which I have shown on the screen, A, B, C, D, E, F is the multiplicand because it is to be multiplied. And the multiplier, I mean the number that multiplies should be 1001 only. Let's understand this trick more efficiently with some examples. So, how do you solve these type of questions? To solve these type of questions, first we would check that is the question fulfilling the situations? Like there is only one multiplicand, that is 236534. So the first part of situation is fulfilled. So the second part of the situation was that the multiplier should be 1001 only, and in this question also the multiplier is 1001 only. So we can solve this question. So let's see how do you solve these type of questions. The first step is that add 3 zeros on the extreme right and 3 zeros on the extreme left hand side of the multiplicand. So let me add 3 zeros. On the right hand side 3 zeros and on the left hand side 3 zeros. Now we will follow the second step. The second step says add the first and fourth number from the extreme right hand side of the multiplicand. The first number from the extreme right hand side is 0 and the fourth number from the extreme right hand side is 4. So if we add 4 and 0, the answer would be 4. So write down 4 in the answer space. Now we would cut this 0 and the first number from the extreme right hand side would become this 0 and the fourth number would become this 3. So if we add 3 and 0, the answer is 3. Write down 3, cut this 0. Now the first number would become this 0 and the fourth number would become this 5. Add 5 and 0, the answer would be 5. Write down 5. We'll cut this 0 and the first number from the extreme right hand side would become this 4. Add 4 and 6, the answer would be 10. As in 10, two places are there, ones and tens. So we'll write only the ones place number and the tens place number would be the carryover. We would write that carryover on the left hand side of the extreme right number. So the extreme right number is 4. We would write carryover on this 3. We would cut this 4 and the first number would become this 3. We would add 3 and 3 as they are the first and fourth number from the extreme right hand side and the carryover. So the answer would be 7. Now we would cut this 3, the first one would become this 5. 5 plus 2 equals to 7. Cut 5. 6 plus 0, answer would be 6. Cut this 6, add 3 and 0, the answer would be 3. Cut this 3, add 2 and 0, the answer would be 2. So the answer of this question is 236770534. So let's check, is our answer correct? Yes, our answer is correct. The answer is 236770534 only. Thank you.
Hello everyone, greetings from the Man's School. I am Renika Man of class 8th B. Today I have got a Vedic maths trick for you. Now first of all, what is this Vedic maths? I'll tell you, Vedic maths is nothing but it is the process of doing long calculations in just few seconds. Now the situation which we have got is multiplication of two-digit numbers with two-digit numbers. It means that there should be multiplication between two numbers and both the numbers should have only and only two digits, which means that both numbers should have only and only ones and tens place. So in the example you can see that these two numbers which are 25 and 25 are in multiplication and they both have two places, ones place and tens place. Now first of all, let's see what the formula is. The formula is IXI. IXI? Can this be a formula? Of course, let's see how. We are going to understand it with the help of an example. So now, the question which is here is 22 into 31. So can you see steps here? Step 1, step 2 and step 3. Now as the formula was IXI, so you can clearly see I forming here, X forming here and I forming here. So this is just the formula. See, what we have to do is, we all know about the ones and tens place. Now the first I would be formed on the tens place. You can see here I have formed the first I here with 2 and 3. Now the X would be formed with tens and ones both the places in a cross formed. As you can see, 2 and 1, 2 is from the tens place and 1 is from the ones place.
Greetings from the Man School. I Sarthak here to explain you some important mathematics calculation tricks. So let us start with our short tricks. Short trick to find square of a number. Let us take an example. Square of 47. To find square of 47, we need to follow these steps. Square of 4 is 16. Square of 7 is 49. And product of 4, 7 and 2 is 56. Add 56 leaving unit place and you will get square of 47, that is 2209. Now let us take another example. Square of 83. To find square of 83, we need to find square of 8, that is 64, square of 3, that is 09, and product of 8, 3 and 2, which is 48. Now we need to add 48 leaving unit place and then we will get square of 83, that is 6889. Now to multiply two numbers nearby 100, let us take an example. Multiply 102 by 103. To multiply 102 and 103, we need to write unit digits of these numbers along with them, that is 2 and 3. Now product of 3 and 2 is 06. Now we have to add 102 and 3, or we can also add 103 and 2, that is 105. 10506 is result of this multiplication.
Greetings from the Man School. I Karthik Thakran welcomes you to the Maths exhibition. Today I am going to explain the magic square. So now let us know what is a magic square. Magic square is a square in which sum of all the rows is same and the sum of the diagonals are also same. So let's see how we can make it. So here I have just written numbers from 1 to 9, and here is the square. We have to fill it in such a way that the sum of the row is equal to the sum of the second row, and that is equal to the sum of the third row, and the sum of the diagonal should also be equal. So what we have to do is just first make lines like these, and then some lines in opposite manner. Now what we have to do is that we have to fill opposite numbers in the opposite box. So let's see how we have to do it. Like here we have written 7, so 7 will be filled in the opposite row box, that is here 7. Here comes 3, here is 1, so 1 will come in this box, and 9 is here, so 9 will come in this box. So now these are our rows: first row, second row, and the third row. In this 7 and 3 are not included, so let's fill it. 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7 and 8, 1, 6. So now let's check whether it is correct or no. 9 plus 2 plus 4, this is equals to 15. 5 plus 7 plus 3, this also equals 15. 8 plus 1 plus 6, this also equals 15. Now check the diagonal. 8 plus 5 plus 2, this also equals to 15. 4 plus 5 plus 6, this also equals to 15.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Anikaman. Today, me and my friends have got some false amis. The meaning of false amis is false friends. That means in French and English there are some common words but their meanings are different. So the first one is passer un examen, which means to take an exam and not to pass an exam. The sentence for it is Je dois passer l'examen de français. That means I have to take the French exam.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Khushgar. My fourth army is blessé. It means to get injured, not bless someone. Je me suis blessé hier. I injured myself yesterday.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Girisha. My fourth army is allure. In French, it means speed, not a charm. My sentence is Il a conduit tout allure. It means he drove very fast. Merci.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Khushal Dabas. My first army is journée, which means day in French, not a journey. Bon journée means army. Have a nice day, my friends.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kanupriya. My first army is lecture. In French, it means reading, not to talk on a topic. Faire de la lecture. It means to read a book. Merci.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Bhavishya. My first army is proper, means clean and decent, not proper. Ma chambre est propre. My room is clean.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ryanman. Today, me and my friends are going to tell some expressions that are used in both English and French languages. So the first one is vis-a-vis, which means face to face. Usage of it in French language is le vis-a-vis avec mon patron, c'est bien passé. Usage of it in English language is the vis-a-vis meeting with my boss went well.
Bonjour, je suis Urshia. My French expression is faux pas. Its meaning to make mistake. Its sentence. Parler des affaires ordinaires est un faux pas in France. Its English sentence. Talking about business at dinner is a faux pas in France.
Je m'appelle Neha. My word is déjà vu. It means already seen. Aujourd'hui, je vois le film qui était déjà vu par ma amie. Today, I see the film which was déjà vu by my friends.
Je m'appelle Puneet Raj. I am here with the French expression quel dommage, meaning what a pity. Quel dommage, Jean! J'ai entendu que Ravi a disobeyed a sa mère. Quel dommage, Jean! I heard that Ravi disobeyed his mother.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Gargi Arya. So today I will tell you my expression in French language and English language. My expression is ça marche, which means it works. Used in French language. Au satchou à midi pour déjeuner? Oui, ça marche. Used in English language. Shall we meet at noon for a lunch? Yes, ça marche.